What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another solo leveling Arise video. Alright guys, on the free-to-play account, we are looking to show you how to complete Battlefield of Trials Floor 25. My strategy, the easiest way to get it done, plus 3 stars, so why the hell not, right? So let's go into the actual battle, and I'll explain to you guys how I set it up and what I did. I kind of wish I recorded this earlier so I don't have to do it again, but anything for you guys, right? So let's go in here and show you guys the team I used and the setup. So first thing to note, power 156, the power for this is 153, so I'm above, good. Not in the blue, still in the white, but still no penalty, so that's a bonus. So we have the Westwind A1, or A0, sorry, so no dupes on the Westwind, and we have Plum A1, pretty much what I've been using all along for most of my progression at this point. Chow we have at A3 at 56k, Choi at 35k A0, and Tashik at 25k with level 50. Now this unit here I haven't really been focusing on very much. You guys can see here his gear is barely even leveled up, and the reason why I haven't done much focus on him is because, simply put, he doesn't really need it at the moment, because I'm using him for one reason and one reason only, and that is support for bleed purposes, and that's it, nothing else, right? So I'm going to quickly give him this. This might change the number a little bit, yeah, I mean, it's not much, but there you guys go. So this is the setup here. So let me show you guys how this battle is done. If you guys are struggling with this, a lot of it is it's just a DPS race. Bears are all DPS races, and the reason why Tashik works so well here is he does a bleed based on the opponent's current HP. It does fall off a lot when he starts having less HP, but in the beginning it is pretty crucial to getting yourself up. Okay, so first thing, jump in, shadow step, full bloom, get that bleed up ASAP Rocky. Okay, do that quick, and then get him branded. And don't worry about the burn just yet. You don't need it, but here, we're gonna get everybody in, do a couple shots. Make sure that we have our setup going. Now I have the blessing stone of the blood one where you lose HP and then you do more damage, so you kind of want to lose a little bit more of HP just to get that damage going, because it's based off the damage ratio that you lose. So again, the full bloom here, don't worry if you connect all of it. The whole point is just to get the full bloom buff. I mean, obviously if you connect it is nice, clearly, but you want to maintain that bleed up as much as you can. And remember, it does stack with Igris's bleed, so making double bleed happen for a little while is always a good thing. Okay, there we guys go. More damage on us. That's fine. Again, we have Choi for the burn, but more importantly, just a backup defense down. You could use Beck here if you want, just to do a little bit more defense down, but I find the burn kind of does help again with the dot. There you go, another bleed again. Make sure that bleed just stays up at all times. You guys can see here, we're going pretty quick through him, right? It's like he's kind of like a butter and a knife, or a hot knife going through butter. Butter and a knife. What the hell am I talking about? Hot butter going through a knife. So it's pretty straightforward that you guys can just take him out fairly quickly with the strategy. So make sure if you don't have Tashik and you have SM Beck, he works even better, because SM Beck obviously gives you more attack up. But the bleed is nice. The bleed does start falling off right about now. It doesn't really have much of an effect anymore, just because of the lack of HP. Now remember, it does scale off of the current HP of the opponent, not the max HP. I kept saying max HP for some reason, and I messed that up. So that was my bad. So here we go, another shot. 19 bars left. At this point, we just need to wait for a quick little ultimate. Make sure Shadow Steps stays on him the whole time, and that we're not losing that defense down. Again, you want to override Choi's, obviously, because Choi's is only 15%, so it'd be nice to have the extra little bit of damage. There's only one bar gone right there, so you can see here, I'm not doing insane damage with Westwind, but enough to get it done. Okay, 1 minute left. I think that's plenty of time here. And I like to use Black Hole here because it's just consistent damage, right? It's just easy, consistent damage to keep up on the opponent. Let him do a swipe, make sure you Shadow Step. Again, Shadow Step, Westwind, and then Ultimate here. Completely finishing this one off for you, okay? So remember that 25 isn't going to be your main stopping point as a free-to-play player at this point on. 25 is actually going to be the easier to. Alright guys, before we get to floor 28, which is going to be the crazy tornado floor, we're going to talk about 27 real quick, because it's again another bear. Now this bear is a little different because we actually have some ads to work with, which is a good and a bad thing. The good thing about the ads, of course, is the fact that you can actually build up all of your bars and get yourself ready for the actual boss fight, and get yourself fully buffed before you actually have to do anything regarding boss related combat. So in that regard, you're kind of in a good spot. Now the bad thing, of course, is the fact that it is a time restraint level, and you are going to require quite a bit of DPS to get this bear down as well. So let me just show you guys this bear. Very similar fight, same setup as before. The only difference is this time I actually leveled up Tashik a little bit more, just so we can get a red penalty out of the way, and instead we can focus on white again. So I pushed myself over to 160-ish or so in order to get a little bit more DPS out and not face the penalty, because with these bears, honestly, every bit of DPS matters. Like, it's going to matter a lot. DPS, by the way, for those who don't know the terminology, is damage per second. It's how much damage you pull out every single second you play the match. There you guys go. 2 bleeds up again. We got a burn, so we're getting a little bit of dots. Dots are damage over time on the opponent. And here you again want to do the same scenario, guys. You want to make sure that full bloom is up. You want to make sure that you have full-on shadow steps going with the defense penetration down, and then get as many of these in as you can. And then ultimate, at the very least, you should be able to ultimate twice. Make sure if you are ultimate, casting ultimate, you have at least the very least branded and some sort of defense down. I don't have branded here, but I do have defense down, so I'm going to go ahead and cast that right there. And we're going to go ahead and do another bleed on him. Make sure that sticks. There's going to be another shadow step coming right up right now. And we're going to cause branded here with unrecoverable. Again, unrecoverable is pointless. It's just part of the effects, but we just want the branded effect. That's what matters most to us. Here you go, black hole again. Keep that up at all times. Cast in your other shadows. Again, you want Igris to cast bleed as well, so 2 bleed stacks right there are really nice to have. And then keep Tashik's up, of course. There's my second bleed stack redone again. Here's his AoE. Sidestep that. Go ahead and do this. You guys can see we have a fairly decent amount of time still left. And this bear has more HP than the 25, by the way, so just keep that in mind. Again, we have to deal with ads, making this a little bit of a lengthier fight. But once I get to the next stage, I'll show you guys what it's all about, okay? So shadow step again. And honestly, a lot of you guys are like, Payne, you like your shadow steps are immaculate. Thank you, appreciate that, by the way. But it's just practice, right? So once you get your practice down yourself, you'll be able to do this no problem. Shadow stepping and predicting all the opponent's moves, it's just experience. At the end of the day, it's all it's going to take, and everyone will get there at some point or another. Bears all have the same moves except for like the alpha bear, which has a couple extra added features to it. It's like 2.0 version of the bears, but at the end of the day, you just want to make sure that you continuously do what you can to do as much damage as you can, obviously. And then here, you gotta make sure we're taking out. See, look how little time we have left, though, right? It's like it's almost down to the wire at this point. These bears have so much damn HP, man. Just keep up everything you have. Very important to do that. Shadow step. And look at that time. 2.56 seconds left. Like we're just cutting it right at the time like we're supposed to get it down. So this is free to play, right? Again, this is only 19 days in, so we 3 seconds left, a little less than 3 seconds left to finish it, and then here it is. This is the stage you're all going to most likely struggle with, and rightfully so. This is 2 elves, the captain elf and the bow and arrow elf, with some ads coming in with a lot of tornadoes. Now, this stage is going to be way overpowered. It's 215 versus 163. I'm going to for sure struggle with this one, but I will get it done for you guys and put a video out for you as a free-to-play player. So this stage, just so you guys are aware, if you're not on there yet and you haven't seen it, I'll just show you how it works. These ice crystals first, okay? That's the main thing you're going to focus on. And then you're going to deal with, let's see here, where is it? I think it's 24/7 ice crystals. Maybe it's not 24/7 crystals. Or no, sorry, tornadoes. Maybe it's just a certain amount of tornadoes. Yeah, it's not the whole time. Sorry, my bad, guys. For some reason I thought it was the whole time, but it's not. Okay, here we go. Okay, now you gotta deal with them. Oh, there it is. Okay, so he summons it, I think, after the crystals are over. So here your goal is simple. Keep them together. Alright, keep them together. That's key. And then make sure that you can yeah, this is gonna be a tough one. Keep them together and then make sure you can Westwind both of them. Yeah, that's gonna be the main thing here of this battle. It's gonna be just continuously Westwinding and making sure that you guys can damage both together at the same time and not waste time here. So it's not Tornado 24/7. My bad, guys. There you guys go. So annoying. This is going to take a while, and I am underpowered, so, and I only have a Westwind A0, so this one take a bit. So this is where most of you guys are going to get stuck once you beat the 2 bears. This is going to be probably your biggest challenge in Battlefield of Trials, and not a fun battle overall. Alright guys, so we got the chapter 10 here of the missions. Did a lot of upgrading, and now we're going to go ahead and do a quick little summon. I guess we have actually enough probably for 2, so let's, sorry, not the shop, I want to go to the draw, And let's see what we get here from a summon perspective. I have enough for a full multi, or 2 multis, which I'm gonna definitely get an SSR here. Hopefully something that I actually want. Let's just see what we get. Fast forward this part here. Bam, there you guys go. One SSR. Hopefully it's no, it's a weapon. Okay. Okay, not at all what I expected. Not at all what I wanted. It is what it is. Shit. I was really hoping not to get that. They buffed it, but it's not what I want. Oh, I got song. So there you guys go. Okay, so weapon-wise, you guys can see here, I have 2 of them. I have not been touching it. I maybe will now focus on a little more now that I have 2 copies of it. Wouldn't be the worst thing to have 2 wind weapons, one that's been buffed now. So Demon Longsword, yeah. I mean, I've done testing on my other account again. It's still a little underwhelming in my opinion, especially versus Westwind. So not the ideal choice, but it is what it is. We have another sword, and then we got one of these as well too. So this will boost this up to A4, which is not bad for a free-to-play account. One more to A5. And then you guys can see I have a couple other weapons here that I can also get up. So the Kasaka blades, etc. Right? So there you guys go. This is Payne. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Take care.